welcome back. My name is Paige, and this is my mom, Patty, and you're watching Take Two with Paige and Patty.
And today we're looking at Sister Wives, Season 2, Episode 7, The Browns' Decision.
And the weather's warming up in Colorado, so I thought I would wear my sun hat.
My sun hat. Okay, in this episode, they're back to the investigation, but it's the holiday season. And the investigation started supposedly August, September. So it's been August, September, October, November, December. 4 or 5 months since the investigation started.
Mary, the police officer pulled into my driveway and I was so scared. They're not coming for you.
And then when they're sitting on the couch, Kody actually says, the only reference we have to this is historical. So they are basing all of their fear, all of their anxiety on things that happened
in 1981.
No, 1981, like
1881.
50, yeah, in 50, 75 years ago. They're not basing this on what's really going. If there was a true investigation going on that was a threat to them,
they would take Kody.
Would be his lawyers, which we know they have lawyers because they've talked about him. His lawyer would be advising him that this is what's going on in the investigation.
Right.
Which is what was really happening. Kody and the family were being told, here is what is going on in the investigation.
Right.
Now, here's the one thing that I've read and I've heard, and it's rumor, so I'm not sure if it's fact, that the biggest issue that they faced right now was the television show. They are technically profiting off of polygamy. So the television show, I mean, they could quit the show and that would be over.
Or they can move.
But the chances of him being arrested, he's not tried to legally marry any of these women. He's legally married to Mary. He is, I mean, he could basically say, these are my mistresses. I have 3 mistresses. Now, are they going to arrest him? I don't think so, because there's a whole lot of people that would need to be arrested then, including former presidents. So, as far as the investigation, they're talking about it, and they're saying that
the Brown family has definitely made it easier for us by admitting to felonies on national TV.
And they're saying that was published, and it was a quote from Donna Kelly, the Deputy County Attorney for Utah County. And the article that they're referring to also stated that a decision would be made
within 60 to 90 days.
Okay, 60 to 90 days. So, they're getting nervous. They don't know what's going to happen. Let's see. All right, so they have decided to go to this cabin for Christmas. And it's off the beaten path somewhere, no cell phone service. They want to get the kids away from the investigation, go have a nice holiday.
So they have to prep all this stuff. They got to get food for the army. They got to get the Christmas presents. All the kids are drawing names to see who they're going to get presents for.
Yeah, they draw names to buy for one. And then they're out looking for a tree. So I'm gonna guess that Janelle's at work, so she didn't go with them.
Maybe. Where is
Mary is there, Christine is there.
Where's Robin at?
Robin doesn't seem to do any of the
Where's Robin?
Planning, prepping.
There's only a few kids there too. The kids maybe that aren't in school or there.
No, because let's see, Mariah was there. No, it wasn't Mariah.
Mariah was there at the Christmas tree.
Yes, Mariah Leon was there. Logan was there.
Where's
Robin?
Where's Robin at?
She's not there. So they were flirting with the guy. They're getting this tree. They're going to haul a tree all the way up to the cabin.
Why?
All right. So, interesting. Let's see what happens when they go to the cabin. Okay, so they're on the couch and they're talking about Christine's grandfather and how he was arrested for polygamy and taken away and his wives were put in jail. There's a lot of documentaries out there and a lot of talk about her grandfather. And he had numerous wives. And from a lot of what I've seen on like the Mormon documentaries, 3 of his wives were underage, under the age of 18. So if he was put in prison, it was for underage brides. And if the women were taken, they would have also been charged with endangering children because they were a part of it. Her family history, she paints it out like he was such a victim. He was not. And he was killed by his uncle. Or her uncle.
Yeah,
someone.
Uncle.
He was murdered by a
And
family member. And then here's some more connections. One of his wife's last name was Jessup. Sound familiar? Robin was married to a Jessup. There is so much interconnectivity among these people.
Connected.
I think that TLC did a terrible injustice by bringing this on and glamorizing polygamy without actually giving us the truth.
Yes, I agree.
Without
Because when
actually telling us what happens in this.
When you deep dive and start to read a bunch of things, you're going to find out what's
It's
really
not beautiful.
going on.
So Christine can sit on the couch and she can act all weepy and how she's afraid she's going to get arrested because her poor grandfather, who married 3 girls that were between the ages of 15 and 17. Child brides, according to what I've read on the internet and what I've seen on documents, was such a victim of the police arresting him. Well, you know what? If you marry a 15-year-old, you deserve to go to jail. I'm sorry.
Forever.
He wasn't in jail for long because then he went to Mexico and hooked up with some other, and that's, there's a whole background to him.
Yeah.
You can read all kind of things about him.
Yeah.
All right. So he it's not like he's in prison for the rest of his life.
More drama for TLC.
And this is Christine's drama. Christine, I know that a lot of people love Christine. They're all happy for her. Christine chose this lifestyle. She lived in this lifestyle for years. She was raised in this lifestyle. She's probably brainwashed. I'm glad that she got out of this relationship. Her mother left her father. It's not pretty. Her mother took off. Her mother has published books about what she endured in that family. And there was one that I was wanting to get, but I'm going to look into getting her book.
Yes.
And I'm also going to get the Seeking Sister Wives book. And then I'm going to get Christine's mother's book. So, and then there's her aunt who actually works with an organization to get women out of polygamy. So Christine grew up in all of this.
She knew what she was getting involved in.
She knew what she was involved in. Her mother left before she married Kody. She could have left with her mother. She could have left.
What do you think not to do that, considering all the crap that your mom went through?
And considering that your mother was so unhappy. Your mother was so unhappy. And Christine ended up
unhappy.
Unhappy. But she chose it. And, a lot of people say that these Mary, Janelle, Christine, that their relationships with Kody were over a long time ago. But they stayed in these relationships.
Why would you stay in a relationship?
Because you get a check from TLC. And a lot of them are claiming that, Kody and Robin spent all the money. I don't know if that's
I don't know
true.
if they spent all the money, but they did
I
spend
think that Kody and
most of
Robin
the
are
money.
spenders. And I think when the TLC checks dry up, Kody and Robin may be in trouble because they do not control their spending. But Christine just bought $1 million home.
I know, I've seen that.
So she's not broke. So why would she stay here for all these years? We know that Mary has already said that her and Kody have not been intimate for years. Janelle and Kody, I don't think were intimate at all.
For years.
And Christine and Kody, I don't think were intimate at all.
Well, once he said to her...
No, I don't think that they really had a real intimate relationship prior to that. I think that the relationship actually ended a long time ago in Las Vegas. I think that they create and they paint this picture.
Like I said, we only see 20% of these people's lives. So can you imagine what is behind the camera that they are not filming?
But I thought it was interesting though, because I do follow Gwendolyn Brown.
I love Gwendolyn.
And she had mentioned about how, my grandfather was arrested. My great-grandfather was arrested for polygamy. They've put all this into their kids' heads. And there's a number of people like Gwendolyn, and there's one of Kody's brothers or his cousins Well, two of his brothers do the Brothers Random show. They left polygamy. So, I can see her name the people. Christine's aunt, Christine's mother, Kody's two brothers, Kody's cousin. They've all left polygamy. So apparently it's
all of the children.
Wonderful. All the children.
All of the children.
They were fortunate to get out because had they stayed, a lot of them would have already been married off and had about 5 kids by now.
Yep. And they also couldn't be their authentic selves.
Yeah,
Gwen
would not be.
She would not be in the relationship that she's in now. Anything
talking
like
about
that.
her preferences and her relationship.
Mm-hmm.
She
would have probably had 3 kids.
She probably would have had a few kids by now
and
been married to a man with a couple other wives, and that would have been it.
Right.
So, quit glamorizing this. I think that Christine, I think Janelle, I think Mary, I think they need to come out and they need to be honest with people.
I want them to be honest.
I want them
tell
to
me
tell
what
us
happened.
the truth.
Because
now, maybe they weren't subjected to a lot of this because...
No, but tell us what happened with Robin.
In this.
Tell us what happens with everything. What happened with the relationship? When did it start to go downhill?
Tell the truth. I want to hear the truth. Christine apparently has left the church. Why did she leave the church?
Yeah, I want to know why. When did she stop being intimate with Kody? When did you look at Kody and say, you know what, this marriage is really done?
Okay, so yes. Tell us the truth. Quit coming on and selling us diet drinks. We want to know the truth.
I don't want no diet drink.
We want to know what really, really is going on.
Tell me.
Because I kind of feel like I've been lied to through all of this.
Since 2000 whatever.
I think it's time.
That we know the truth.
Yes. And then, and you think about, it's just, if it's such a great thing, then why are they all leaving it?
Why did they all leave?
On a side note, since we're talking about Christine's grandfather's first wife left him. She divorced him. She left. His first wife left him because she did not want to be in a polygamous relationship. We also know that Christine's mother left him. I don't know what wife she was.
This kind of stuff doesn't work out.
But what I want them to do is be honest. Be honest.
That's what
you
I'm
want
saying.
to sit on national television and play
and
your
say,
grandfather as a victim
this is all great.
and play your religious beliefs as such a wonderful thing.
Tell me.
Tell us the
Tell
truth.
me what happened.
Really.
I want one of those kids to come out and say it too.
When is the last time someone was prosecuted in Utah for polygamy?
Say it in the comments. When?
I don't know. I've looked. The last case that we've ever heard of was
a long time ago.
Yeah. So, once again, they are planning this trip to the cabin.
This is a mess.
And they are so dysfunctional that they don't leave till 2 o'clock in the afternoon with a storm coming in.
When you know it's going to be so snowy, you don't leave till 2 o'clock. I would have been out the door at 9 a.m.
They cannot get
their crap
things together. They can't. Like I said, they're just dysfunctional.
Does Robin do anything?
I saw her carrying something.
1 box.
Okay. So, the snowmobile guy has been waiting for them all day.
How disrespectful.
How rude. To just,
I like the idea they rented the cabin. It's going to be cool. This cabin is not big enough for their family. Where is everyone going to sleep?
Get organized. Get your stuff together.
But
this is dangerous. They had 16 children with them. And they're trying to traverse an icy, snow-packed road that most of the vehicles can't even get up in the dark.
In the dark.
That should have been done.
What if a child gets lost?
What if it's just too cold for those kids to be out there too?
Saying.
So once again, every time they plan any kind of event or activity,
it's horrible.
It is. I would have never survived this family with my. Yes.
We would have never survived.
I have to plan everything.
We plan everything. We go on vacation. We plan it 8 months in advance.
I have 2 children that are really weird. I guess I created.
We make an itinerary. There's only 4 of us
for the vacation.
Our spouses, we hand them an itinerary. They're like, what the heck? Yep, this is how we roll. You're here at this time, and this time we're going to eat. Come on.
We don't always stick to them 100%, but
Not
the
all the
point
way,
is,
but most of
we
the
are
time.
organized, and we and we get packed, and we
Everyone has their
organize.
suitcase ready to go the night before. Like, we're loading it in the car in the morning, and we're out of
They
here.
are never organized.
Never. They're still
Never.
packing.
And just in trash bags and stuff. It's craziness.
It is.
So they're going to enjoy the holidays at this cabin. It's really
It's a
strange
cool
because
idea, but
Kody always says what a great father he was, and
he is so out of touch with his children. None of these grown children really wanted to go to this cabin.
he's like the older kids are all excited about going.
Can you
And
imagine
then
being stuck in a cabin with littles for like 4
McKelty
days?
is like,
We should just stay home.
and Madison is like, no.
Being stuck? No.
With my family all this time, I'm going to be ripping my hair out. They're not excited about it.
Cody is
I
not.
mean, I'm sure it would be a great adventure for the family. It's a great
Yeah.
idea to go to a cabin for Christmas with the family.
Yeah.
But plan a little bit better, please.
We're going to wrap up this episode with Cody crying on the couch.
About the investigation and how they've come to the conclusion that the only thing that they could do is move out of state.
And now we just got news. They are moving out of state. They've only told the 4 oldest children.
But they haven't said where they're going or anything yet.
Nope, they haven't told us.
So we're going to find out where they're moving to. Well, we all know where they're moving to. They're moving to Nevada.
Yep.
And I wonder why. We're going to talk about that a little bit too.
Please like and subscribe to our channel. We love sitting on the couch and talking with you.
Yes. And we are also doing videos on seeking brother husband.
Yep. So if you guys want to watch
not our favorite.
those, not our favorite.
And we're
but
going to be adding in May one of our
new-
favorite all time. And it is so much fun. We've started to go back and watch season 1, episode 1.
of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yes.
Yep.
So we're going to be adding some rewatches on that. And
We'll talk to you guys real soon.
bye.
Bye.